Welcome back, Photoshop users. I am going to talk today a little bit about Mini Bridge. Most of you have used the full version of Bridge inside of Adobe, but in CS6 they came out with a Mini Bridge which opens right up in Photoshop right along with all the tools and everything. And it's generally found down here at the bottom, right down here. It may be there or may not be. It is just a panel. I don't think we can get to it here from our windows. No, but it acts much like a panel. And we can just open it by double clicking on this little tab up here. And it's, like I said, it's just a panel. We can dock other elements inside of it. And basically it's just easy navigation to all of your image files. Alright, now if you don't see Mini Bridge, we can come up here and go to File and pull down to Browse and Mini Bridge, and that will go ahead and launch Mini Bridge. And it's just a scaled down version of what we would see inside of the full bridge. We can change the thumbnail size here. We can pull the window open and kind of size it however we want to. We can move the window. We can dock the window, and generally I keep my Mini Bridge docked down here at the bottom. So when you see that blue line light up, you'll know that you're going to dock it down to the bottom, and I'll let go. So I just generally keep mine down at the very bottom, and then when I want to shut it, I'll just double click the tab, and when I want it, when I want to open, I'll double click on the tab as well. Alright, so once again, easy navigation. It allows you to find your images quickly. So if I want to see what's on my computer, I will click here on the word computer, and it's going to show me all my hard drives that I have on this system. If I click on this little arrow here, it will show me, once again, all the hard drives, the same thing that's showing over here. So I can pick my hard drive, and now it's going to list everything that's on that hard drive. Okay? All the files. If I click here on this arrow once again, it's going to show me all my folders inside on this particular hard drive. Same thing that it's showing over here. Just kind of an easy way of getting to it. Okay, so Ivy Tech 2, that's the folder I keep all of your stuff in. And I'm going to pull down here to Viscom 213, and once again, clicking on this arrow is just going to show me real quickly all of the little folders I have inside this on this hard drive, and it's just kind of the hierarchy of how everything is organized into folders and stuff. So I'll go down to exercises, and now I want to look for the folder called backgrounds. Okay, and then I'm going to look for the folder called working. So here are all the images inside my working folder, and you can just kind of see the breadcrumb trail that we went through. We went to the computer, my backup drive, Ivy Tech 2 folder, Master Viscom 213 folder, Viscom 213 2012 exercises, backgrounds, working. Alright, and if I use my scroll wheel, I can kind of scroll from left to right to see all my files. And here real quickly, if I want to open up this particular file, I'll just double click on it and it will launch it. Takes a while, it's a pretty big file. Alright, so that's one way of opening up a file. We can also just click and drag that file up into our window, our Photoshop area. Okay, so that is a layered file that I've opened. Now, if I want to open this Photoshop file or place this Photoshop file in here, I can actually take this layered file, drop it onto my existing layered file, and Photoshop will open it as a smart object. In other words, we'll show you here in a second. Hopefully we can show you. So when we open up smart objects, it basically opens up one layer and then maintains a link to that layered document. So if we want to make changes on that particular layer, we'll double click on that smart object. And you'll see right here is our smart object. So if we hit enter or return, it'll go ahead and place that layered file as a smart object. And we know that it's a smart object because it places this little icon here, smart object thumbnail. But you see it didn't open up all the layers associated with that smart object, right? If we want to get to that layered version and make some edits or changes, all we have to do is double click on it. And Photoshop's going to open that file. So this is a good way of opening multiple documents with layers on it, but maintaining some order and control. So here we see that it opened it. Here's my layered version of that. Now all I have to do is make a change here. So I'll just change this opacity to maybe 100%, something like that. And then I will save it. File, save. And then when I click back over to my other document, my original main document, those changes should be made and updated. Alright, enough about smart objects. We've talked about those in the past. So if we want to close Mini Bridge, we just double click on the little tab. If we ever want to launch Full Bridge, now I've got too many documents open here. I have to close one just to speed things up. Okay, if we want to open up Full Bridge, we just click on this little icon here. And Bridge launches the full version. And there's some things that you can do in here that you can't do in Mini Bridge. So sometimes you're going to want to go back to this. All right. And then to get back into Photoshop, we're just going to click on this little boomerang up here. It says return to Adobe Photoshop, and we're right back into it. And we have different ways of selecting. So we could say select all. That's going to select everything in that folder. Deselect all. We could invert selection. We can actually go into slideshow view if we want to, or review mode. And we're right back into Mini Bridge. Let's see what else can we do. We can actually display the files by type, by file name, by size. We can come over here and click on this little icon and filter items. So if you have star ratings on your images, we can filter and just show images with 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars. And we can actually do a little search over here. So that's about it on Mini Bridge. It's very handy. It's nice to have it right here inside of Photoshop. You don't have to kind of go back. It's a nice clean interface if you dock it down at the bottom. And it just makes things much, much easier to search and find files and have them right there all within Photoshop. So play around with it and see what you think. That's it for now. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you down the road in yet another video tutorial.